the release of the Hacken review of the Axion staking platform code. So it was audited by Hacken, and this is its report, the smart contract code and that review and security analysis report. So let's get straight into it. We're not going to go through all the code, but you can see September 23rd, 2020 is the date of this report. We're not going to go through the whole code, but we're just going to quickly give you a little bit of a snapshot. So, introduction. Hacken, a consultant that was contracted by Axion customer to conduct a smart contract code review and security analysis. This report presents the findings of the security assessment of customer's smart contract and its code review conducted between September the 18th and September the 23rd. And here is the scope of the report. So, I had a look at these contracts. You can see it included the auction, big payday, the foreign swap, staking, sub-balances, token, Uniswap version 2, router 1 and 2. It did not include the auction mock, the big payday mock, all these other mock ones. And it included the auction sol, all these similar ones under the sol, migrations, native swap, staking, sub-balances, tokens. It's all in the scope. We have scanned the smart contract for commonly known and more specific vulnerabilities. Here are some of the commonly known vulnerabilities that are considered. And you can see the re-entrancy, ownership takeover, timestamp dependent, gas limit and loops, DOS, transaction order independence, style guide violation, costly loop, ERC20 API, and you can see a few of the others there. Functional review, business logistics review, functionality checks, access control and authorization, escrow manipulation, token supply manipulation, user balances manipulation, data consistency manipulation, kill switch mechanisms, operation trials, and event generation. So, quick executive summary. According to the assessment, the customer's smart contracts do not have high vulnerability and can be considered secure. Some fixes are required though. The Hacken team performed analysis of code functionality, manual audit, and automated checks with Mithril and Slither. All issues found during automated analysis were manually reviewed, and important vulnerabilities are presented in the audit overview section. A general overview was presented in ASIS section, and all found issues can be found in the audit overview section. Security engineers found 4 medium, 2 low, and 4 lowest severity issues during the audit. So that's the main finding there. So 4 medium, 2 low, and 4 lowest, which is positive. So let's have a quick look at that. So you can see the issues, the distribution of vulnerabilities in the code, the UI, severity. So they found 4 of these medium level vulnerabilities are important to fix, but they can't lead to asset loss or data manipulations. Low level vulnerabilities are mostly related to outdated, unused, etc. code snippets that can't have significant impact on execution. And the lowest level vulnerabilities, code style violations and information statements can't affect smart contract execution. So that's a pretty positive outcome. I'm sure you can agree. So there were none of these 2 high ones. Nothing critical. Vulnerabilities are usually straightforward to exploit and can lead to asset loss or data manipulations. There were none of those. There were no high. High level vulnerabilities are difficult to exploit. However, they have significant impact on smart contract execution, e.g. the public access to crucial functions. So that's pretty confidence building. So these pages right to the end are all technical to do with the code. So we're going to jump right near the end. I'll leave the link for the full document below. We're going to go to the end of the report. So if you're into code, you can go through that detail. I'm going to go right to the end. So here's the audit overview. So there were no critical issues found. That's in the red. No high severity issues were found in yellow, which is what we saw at the introduction at the top. Medium, it's recommended to move a value of the step timestamp to constant because it's implied that its value should always be equal to 1 day. There was get share rate and get staker share amount function of the staking contract as magic numbers that should be moved to a named constants. The get share rate function of the staking contract uses hard-coded value of the token decimals. This value should be fetched from the token contract. Calculate sessions payout function of sub-balances contract as magic numbers that should be moved to name constants. So we can see that they want a few constant values in there, and so that seems to be the main issues with that one. Low issues, stake and external stake functions of the staking contract have common code that can be moved to separate functions to decrease code duplications. There's a duplication issue there. Call out staker trigger function of subbalances contract has unused parameter staker, so just something that can be dealt with, removed or changed. Lowest code style best practice, only manage a modifier of the option contract has wrong message, so that's pretty easy to fix. Swap native token function of the native swap contract is required that checks balances that can be placed in the beginning of the function. The function token contract has redundant type and parameters. A lot of other code style issues can be found by running any static code analyzer specified in the executive summary section. So we get to the conclusion. Smart contracts within the scope was manually reviewed and analysed with static analysis tools. Contract high-level description of functionality was presented in ASIS overview section of the report. Audit report contains all found security vulnerabilities and other issues in the reviewed code. Violations in following categories are found and addressed to customer. Code review, style guide violation. It is recommended to fix the found severity issues in order to make the code more readable and to avoid troubles when developing these contracts in the future. Once again, security engineers found 4 medium, 2 low, and 4 lowest severity issues during audit. It is highly recommended to fix them all. So that is the end of the audit contract. Hope you enjoyed that quick read through of the introduction and the findings. Nothing too much to be concerned about, and adds a lot of confidence to the code and the project going forward. Hope you enjoyed that one. Feel free to like, subscribe and share. Hit the bell for notifications for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.